You are watching Untitled Chapter with the brand new Toshiba Z930 Ultrabook here in a complete review. My name is Balazs Gal for Untitled TV, and as you can see we have a matte screen. We are sitting outdoors in our winter garden here in Munich, and the screen is just beautiful here at maximum brightness. I have a Fujitsu Ultrabook here in the back right here, which has the screen off right now, but that one doesn't have as much brightness as this one, so this is quite perfect for using it outdoors. And the first thing we will do is look through the programs that, for example, are pre-installed, like Chrome was already on here, and there's of course Office 2010 and some games and Nero and Toshiba programs that of course should help you with your first start. But let's see how video content plays on this device. 720p DivX Plus HD MKV movie. So this is a DivX Iron Man 2 trailer here, and we're sitting outdoors, and it's quite a dark picture, but still everything looks quite nice. We can enjoy the picture. Of course we have the black bars on the top, on the bottom, but still it looks quite beautiful here on a 13.3 inch matte display, and the sound is also quite perfect. I also have a full HD movie here, Big Buck Bunny, with H.264 coded, and this is the movie I've been using for a long time. Also on the netbooks for testing, 700 megabytes, and usually on actually here in this spot it starts to slow down, but there doesn't seem to be any problem with the sound or anything else. So full HD movie is of course no problem here for the Intel Ivy Bridge processor. Then let's try out sound with the New Age song by Marlon Rudet. Let's turn up the volume to max. And actually the speakers are here on the front, and they are quite good. So we have here a little one and on the other one here on this side, and it sounds actually quite okay. And while the music is playing, you can of course do anything else. And what I actually like about this notebook is how really good it is built. So let's see what we can actually see here on the sides while I start the Counter-Strike portable version. So we have one USB port here on this side with USB 3.0 Kensington. On the back there's a lot to see here with a LAN adapter, actually USB 2.0 HDMI power and VGA, and on the other side we have here the headphone and microphone separately, SD card reader here with a dummy inside, and on the bottom there's actually a fan which is barely on, or even if it's on you can almost never hear it. On the Fujitsu that's actually a little bit worse, and otherwise you cannot change the RAM, hard drive or anything. There's actually a 256 GB of hard drive in here, but what I like also is that you can tilt back the display quite far, so that's a really nice feature. Now Counter-Strike has started till I was talking so much, so let's start a new game with 16 bots on the standard Italy page, and let's just hit OK. In the German version it froze on one spot, but not because the computer is too slow, but because I was just doing too much and too quick here in the background. And let's see how we can walk. There we go. I tried to play this now with the standard touchpad, but shouldn't be a problem for a few seconds. So the graphics are quite nice already, and I'm already dead, but it doesn't matter, it looks quite good. And let's actually just hit escape, quit, and let's do some photoshopping and online browsing, because that's probably what you will do, actually do more here on this device. So we are here on techfocus.de, our website or blog, and you can see that it runs quite nicely, especially with the touchpad here on the right side. You can feel really that you can scroll up and down quite precisely, fast, and just as you want to have it on this smartphone. Ooh, there was some Huawei smartphone here for the IFA. So this works quite good. I can of course open as many tabs as I want to. For example, what else? I can just go to NewYorkTimes.com. Especially if I write it right, it will work, and you can see that it just opens so blazing fast. We have of course also webcam right here on the top, which is quite nice, and also from the sides you can see everything perfectly. But now what we want to do is look at some pictures, 5 megapixel pictures right here. So these you can browse through quite quickly. You don't have to wait any not even a few seconds, and even if you flip them around, it doesn't take a second to really look at them. And what happens now if we open Photoshop and want to edit them? So let's see about that. Let me open Photoshop, close this up, accept here the terms. Then we will open up a picture and edit it a little bit, and then we are actually already done here with the test. While we are doing this, I can tell you that the battery time is quite perfect on this device. We have quite a few things happening here. 33% battery left, and it tells us 1.5 hours, but we have maximum brightness running right now and a lot of load going on, so 3 to 4 hours of active working on an Ultrabook is quite okay as far as you would ask me. Usually a notebook holds up to 5 hours with not too much happening on it, and actually we already were able to do 7 hours. Also, you can see I cut the picture, and by moving the picture frame here around, which is, as I said, 5 megapixel, and this is just one part of it, you can see that it has to actually render a lot of pixels, and it looks quite okay. If I just hit smudge now, take quite a big brush here and smudge the picture, you can see that it has to calculate a little bit, but actually not too much, not too long, so it actually is still totally okay for working. And then we can of course do this again, and it shouldn't be a problem. So this was photoshopping, browsing, gaming, and music here on the Toshiba Z930 Ultrabook. My name is Balázs Gál. We have here of course quite a beautiful keyboard. Let me not forget that, where we can turn on actually the display backlight here for 10 seconds, or actually timer on or off. Timer means if I don't use the keyboard then it will go off, otherwise let's just leave it off right now. We are outdoors, so I can see perfectly the keys anyhow. They feel quite beautiful and nice, and my favorite part about this Ultrabook is actually here these buttons, because the home and end aren't usually available separately. Especially page up and down is quite good for reading PDFs, and it's so light. It feels like a netbook, so it's 1.3 kilograms, and it just feels really good. So till next time, please tune in again. My name is Balázs Gál. This was the Toshiba Z930 Ultrabook here in a complete test. Till next time, please tune in again.